What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, cuz?
Mm. Hey, y'all, you know I had to go back and get the classics. Y'all know that this is all a part of my stilo right here.
Mm-hmm.
I know that we got the green screens not set up.
Okay.
Ooh, hold up. I got to get rid of the Ohio players, y'all. Hey,
Oh,
Brother
no
Daniel, that
problem.
might be a little bit too rich for their blood. They might
Right.
not be able to understand that. But hey,
Absolutely.
come on in the room, everybody. Come on in the room. We're about to drop this thing off. I'm a little bit late, got stuck in traffic, but that's not an excuse because I'm still going to plug you in with the information that you need in order for you to be successful. It is my absolute goal, ladies and gentlemen, that you fire your boss in the year 2022, going into 23, so you can live life on your own and live your dreams. But ladies and gentlemen, I have a very, very, very special guest with me tonight. I've known this brother all the way back to Spider-Man Underoos days. You know, I've known this brother. I mean, actually, we actually clicked because of I think we first. Let me tell y'all how far we go back. Anybody remember the Rapping Duke? Daha
Ooh.
Daha.
Oh,
I know y'all might
wow.
have heard Biggie talk about it, but me and this brother actually go all the way back to the Rapping Duke on the Ponderosa in Alabama. Now,
Yep.
my guest is none other than an Ohio native. This is why we came in with the intro of the Ohio players. Let's do it. Because Brother Daniel is going to give you guys the insight in a world in a game that I had never heard before until recently. And we're going to deep dive into the world of pallet retailing. So, without any further ado, we're not going to hold y'all up. Again, forgive me for not having the studio completely set up. I'm in the middle of moving to a new location. You guys also know that I'm always constantly in transition between Florida and Alabama. So, Brother Daniel Core from Ohio, y'all, brother, give it to us.
How you doing? How
Hey,
you
brother,
doing? What's going on,
man,
Cuzzo?
brother, I am living my dream and loving my life. I get to interview people like yourself. And
Oh,
I get
okay.
to pluck your brain and see if I can pick up some of this free game myself. Now,
Absolutely, absolutely.
you know, when we talked in the prelim, I guess you can say in the green room, like they say in the big corporate America. I have never heard of this game before. Pallet retailing.
Mm.
Now, first of all, before we get off into that, I think it'd be cool for my listeners to actually know your background
Okay.
because this was not your original field. You came
Right.
out of the hip hop industry.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Now, remembering your story, now you were being groomed by the labels to be a Ja Rule type number 2.0, right?
This is an absolute fact. Yeah, I was with the label RSVP Music out in California, and I was going to be geared as what they were going to be called the West Coast Ja Rule or DMX because of my raspy voice and my mannerisms. I had that aggressive rap tone. They kind of liked it.
Right.
Fast forward, went through that whole situation, and I had a son.
Yeah, life happens.
Right in the middle of all of that going on, I became a father, and it became really tricky to live in LA, navigate a rap career, and I was a single father at the time because the mom at the time she was absent for that
Okay.
moment. So
Right.
I kind of got like 4 or 5 months of just having to be a single dad with a baby. So it kind of hampered
Right.
my trajectory, so to speak. But nonetheless, I did get all the experiences, and it was a beautiful thing. I got to meet a lot of people. But as I got older, I started to learn that there's other avenues of income and ways that make money that's outside of the field that I was in, which was the hip hop field.
Right, because now this pallet retailing game. Now I've heard of a similar game,
Mhm.
but in that particular game in Atlanta, and this was years ago, I knew of people, but they was having to they had to buy the entire semi tractor trailer.
Mm.
Now, you didn't know what was on there, and
Mm-hmm.
everything was like bottom line generic. I mean, it was no Duracell or Energizers. It just had batteries, you know.
Batteries with a Z.
Yeah, with a Z. And then it was in a, it was, the boxes were so ugly because they were yellow. The boxes were yellow and it just had black writing. So, and then it'll have like a little AAA, you know, or a double A, but it just had batteries. Even the laundry soap, that's exactly what it said. Laundry soap. No gains, no, not
no
even
labels, no, just
no,
a
not
box and what it was.
right.
Yeah.
But now in that game, which was different from yours, your business, you have name brand items.
Yes, I do.
I've seen your page. I've seen actually when you do your lives, which again, ladies and gentlemen, you all know that my platform is surrounding business owners and entrepreneurs who move their products through the platforms of online or social media. So when I saw that on your page, how did you get it? This is what I'm intrigued about. How did you get the good stuff, the name brand items, to come through?
Well, it's not that game anymore where you're buying off the semis. Now it's you know, I got in contact with the actual retailers and was able to, you know, actually physically go to them and get those products now. So there's ways that you can get the actual name brand products. You just have to travel to, and you have to inquire and know people that, you know, deal in that field. And so that's what I did. I got curious and inquired, and voila, I found the plug, so to speak, and I was able to get some name brand products. But there's other ways that I do it as well. There's other things that other caveats that I add to that of getting the name brand products.
Now, see,
So,
that's what intrigues me about entrepreneurs like yourself is what were you thinking? What was going on at that time? Paint us a picture of what was going on at the time when you said, I'm just going to call up some retailers and see if I can get them to give me some stuff.
well, like everybody else, I'm a huge fan of YouTube. So I'm going across YouTube and I'm seeing things, and I come across people that were doing pretty much what you're saying, buying generic product and turning those generic product into dollars. Well, fast forward to the future, I've figured out through YouTube and through a couple other sources that you can get name brand products. So I was like, you know, that would be really cool to try to do that. So I saved up my money and I took a risk. You have to take risks to, you know, get some gain. And I invested in a bunch of name brand products. Now here's where it got really interesting. To get those name brand products, you have to get online and try to move those products, because you can have a house full of stuff, but you got to have some place to sell it to. So Facebook's give you a platform, marketplace, in which you can retail and sell items. Now here's the key. Most people aren't selling name brand new products. More by core, we are. So most people are just selling stuff up from their homes, or, you know, stuff that they don't want, and they're selling it sort of like a virtual garage sale. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's what marketplace is. So what we did at More by Core, we just brought in the brand new stuff. We brought in the everyday name brand items that people would use, like air fryers, toasters, vacuum cleaners, air conditioners. I started buying these items and I put those items up, and they're fresh, clean in the box. And it went crazy. To my surprise, I didn't know. And it just opened up a big web of different people, you know, calling like, is it new? I show them the receipts, I show them the box, I show them the barcodes, and man, it's been moving. And, you know, you have to promote it. You have to, you know, it's a job. I wouldn't say it's a job. It's more of an activity. So, you know, you got the product, so you have to let people know that you have it, and you post it amongst other sites. There's other places that you can post as well. But the main platform I used was the marketplace, and I got my product, and I just started filtering my product, posting pictures, showing little videos, showing the display, kind of like The Price is Right.
Wow. Okay. Now that's because that's where my mind was going. It's like you have married a couple of different concepts and then put it right there on the platform of marketplace, and just like, you know, okay, you're not sitting back waiting for people to come and find you. You putting it out there and saying, hey, here we are.
Yeah, yeah.
So now, what is your response rate? Would you say on a scale of 1 to 10, your
We have a
response
5 star.
rate of them seeing the product and actually following through with the purchase?
It's almost overnight. Within 24 hours, I can sell a product. Just like
Wow,
that.
really?
Yeah. Here's the thing. You got to have a niche product. So you got to know what products that you have. Once you get your pallet, right? You purchase your
Right,
pallet. Look in your pallet, see what you have and what season, what's hot. At the time, air fryers was the thing. I so
right,
happen to have 3 air fryers. So I just basically posted, hey, more by core. We got the air fryers. You want to get that crisp food that you love. You want
right.
something really nice and quick for the kids. We got this air fryer at a fraction of the cost. More by core, home of the lightning deals. Get at us. People see that.
Wow. Now, see,
It's
now,
almost
here's something else
advertising.
that intrigued me about what you said. Because now in my space, I teach my clients how to create content, or video content or still content in order to get into that rotation of trending.
Mm-hmm.
And you just said something that was so profound. You was like, okay, yeah, I do content.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I said that, ladies and gentlemen, because of this. In this era that we are in this digital real estate space,
Mm-hmm.
you have to do content. You can't get away from it no kind of way.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
now, were you first, for my listeners out there, or to even some of my clients, I have a few clients, they're still gun shy about getting in front of their own phone.
And that's the caveat. A lot of people, I was told I was corny by some of my friends. It's like, you're making videos. I'm doing it as if, like, when we were kids, how you see the girl display the item right here. Here's a nice microwave oven. What do you think? You got
Right,
to display it. You got to show them. You got to test it, show that it works. Ooh, this toast is so good. You got to have this.
wow,
It may sound corny to your friends, but to the customer, you're not only selling the product, but you're showing the demonstration of the product, the marketability of the product, how it
right,
works, what the features are, what the brand is, and you're giving them a show.
right,
It's kind of
right,
like when we were kids, when you watch the cartoons, you see your favorite toy. I mean, the toy could just sit there, but when you see the kids play with the G.I. Joe, oh, I want that, because you love the action of it.
right,
So you have
right, right,
creating the content for your product, for your palette. You have to get your product, and you got to show the action of the product. You got to show the enjoyment of it. Why does that person want it? What's the need for it?
right.
So those are things that I kind of figured out organically, and it
Okay.
took off. So my response time doing that is usually the next day,
Right. Okay.
and then
So
I get
now,
into bidding wars.
so for the people out there who, because we have a few comments that came in,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't see again, you guys. I'm in a new location, so
Mm-hmm.
but I see the comment that says I need to get into this with canning supplies. Oh, I think I know who this
Mm.
is. Um, and then she also said she remembered the rapping Duke. Hey, you got to be an old soul
Hey,
to
we were
be
banging that
into the
outside.
rapping Duke.
The
Hey man,
rapping
I mean,
dude.
because look, the rapping Duke was a legend,
Yes,
back
yes.
in my time. Actually,
Can,
and that is so funny.
can you see me,
But
cuz? Is there enough lighting in the background?
yeah. You have perfect light. Yeah, you good.
Okay.
But now for the ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know, Brother Daniel and I are cousins.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're actually blood family members. So you guys should get a whiff of this. This
Mm-hmm.
entrepreneurship is in our blood.
Yes, it is.
So, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I think it started out from the hustle nature, because we come from a line of not hustlers, but we come from a line of men that learning one particular skill was not good.
Right.
You know,
That is
I
true.
mean, they were mechanics, electricians, they were plumbers, they was cabinet makers. So
Mm-hmm.
that transcended and came down through the bloodline, and
Mm-hmm.
now you have us. We
Yeah.
were able to take that grind
Mm-hmm.
and turn it into something to where now we don't have to go out and work for somebody else. So
Absolutely.
For my listening audience out there, this hey, you see this?
Da, da.
Oh man, that's awesome.
We
Man.
got the old schools in the house.
I know, right? But for my listening audience out there who wants to get into this space along with you, is it a crowded space? Let me just say that for one, because now in my world, digital real estate and digital marketing and things like that is starting to get kind of crowded and congested because everybody is now seeing how we can move product and merchandise online. You know,
Right.
I don't know. I think I shared with you this story of COVID was my best year because people was just at home. They couldn't go anywhere. So
Right.
you know what? I sold out of all pieces, fidget spinners was the one that put me on the map.
Yeah, I
Fidget
remember
spinners.
those.
So
Yeah.
and what I found out was, and I'm leading you to a question.
Mm-hmm.
I was sitting in the doctor's office with my daughter, and now they have the little pamphlets on the table. I think I might have shared the story before, but I saw that fidget spinners was popular amongst ADD and ADHD kids or children. I use the word kid. And so it was like a light bulb. Boom. So I go to my manufacturer and I get the absolute best price I can get for fidget spinners. I was buying them for like I was buying them for 17 cents.
Okay.
And so, and at that time they was retailing at $5.99, $4.99 to $5.99. So
correct.
I was with me reading that new knowledge about the ADD and ADHD. I specifically targeted that particular group.
Bingo.
Now that's what I was. So you know where I'm going.
Yeah.
When you're getting products in off of your pallets, are you targeting just the masses, or are you targeting the ones who have been researching and asking about that particular item? Is that what gives you that 24-hour sale?
It's kind of like, well, first of all, when you're dealing with pallets, sometimes in some cases when you get pallets, you don't know what's on the pallet.
Oh,
So you gotta go through your pallet and research what you have. Let's get that clear first.
okay.
So when you get your pallet, you might not know what it is because it's coming from a big manufacturer. It's a bunch of items that are boxed up. So you got to go through that first, see what you got. So by the time you unpack all that, you see you might have home goods, you might have lawn care, you might have automotive, and then you'll have electronics. And then you might have some doodads here and there. So what you want to do is you want to look at market space and see what is a hot item that's selling. And you can do that by looking at people have pictures of what they're selling. And you'll look and see what they have and what the recurring item is. Let's say air purifiers. Okay. So air purifiers are not a common thing, but in suburban areas, they're very common and they go for a certain price. So if you start seeing more than 1 to 4 people posting those, you basically put your air purifier in the mix. You take a picture of it, show the brand, and you want to give a price that is fair for you, but it's also compatible with your competition. Now, it's not a lot of competition in the pallet space. People do it, but the thing is, you just got to know how to basically brand your product to the person. So if you got a bunch of ladies on there, they're looking for it, you put yours in there. You just got to do something or make it visually special for them to want to signify yours from the other product. And what I mean by visually,
that's what's so amazing, because I mean your turnaround time is actually that's beautiful.
I've sold 5 items in a day.
What?
Yeah, I've sold 5 items in a day. You'll hear the little ping going from bing, 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 bing.
Right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, and now this is what I'm trying to get you guys to understand is, all right, these are not just your typical Dropbox items.
No,
these are appliances. I mean, big appliances. I mean, an air purifier, not an air fryer is not something that, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can drop ship that, But
Mm-hmm.
these are name brand products, and you
Mm-hmm.
have a turnaround time. Now, the greatest part I like about this business is you don't have to deal with the "is it made in America" jargon
Nope. I don't have to
because
deal with
they're
that at
already
all.
familiarized
Yeah.
with the name brand.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Now,
Let me
with
ask
that
you
being
this.
said, oh, go ahead, go ahead.
Well, go
I'll
ahead.
give
Go
you.
ahead. Go ahead.
I was
Go
gonna say,
ahead.
with that being said, now when you get your pallet, you will get some items from overseas. That does come in. You will get American items and you'll get items from overseas. The only
Oh,
difference is it's the what country they're made in. You're going to get a
okay.
mix of different things. So, but for the most part, you're going to get name brand items. So, and your customer is going to want to know if the item works. That's the
Wow.
main problem. And if it's
It
brand
does
new,
help that it's still in the box and taped
still,
up,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Still, but us at Mobile Core, we'll go through our product and make sure we'll test it. You know what I mean? And we'll show videos of it and show something that my competitors don't do. We'll test the item and we'll let the
Wow.
people see. Yeah. So you got to do little nuances to make yourself stand out.
Okay, now because here's the part what everybody wants to know. Everybody wants to. They want to. Okay, we got it, Muhammad. We got it. They want to know the money. Now, anybody who's ever followed my show and listened to my show, you guys know I don't post receipts. That's not the thing. But what we
Right.
will do is give a thumbs up. You know. So is the juice worth the squeeze?
Yes. And I'll tell you why. The juice is worth the squeeze is because the turnaround is good. Now, it's not going to be like that every day. Some days don't get discouraged if 3 days, if a week goes by, but then a day like a Sunday come and you'll sell 5 items quick. The juice is worth the squeeze in the consistency and the repetitiveness of you posting your product. And the
Wow.
money is really good. I'll give you an example. In a week, I made more than my regular job that I get paid. I made more in 1 week doing this at my regular job in 1 week. I actually doubled that pay.
Really?
Now, and I was new at this. I've only been doing this for 2 years now. If I had known what I know now, I could start paying myself. I would need my 9 to 5 because I
Uh-huh.
do this. I do this as a supplemental income, but it's starting to boom so big to where I'm
Right.
having to put more time into this.
So now you're at that. So how long from when you first started it to now that you are even remotely thinking about replacing the standard job?
I give myself another 8 to 9 months, and I won't have to work no more.
Man, get out
Because
of here.
I'm not even kidding. It comes so fast. It's like once you start drop shipping, once you start getting to shipping outside of your, and I'm local. Let's just be clear. I'm doing this local. I deal with my customers face to face. But when you start to expand in the shipping, when you start shipping your product, that's when it
Right.
gets crazy. You'll get a turnaround within days, sometime within hours. People all over the country. What's happening now, Robert, is this pallet thing is starting to get huge. People are starting to want to buy from a person opposing to a big market store. There's
Right.
something about that. People love I want to deal with you, Mr. Cora. I want to buy from you. I don't want to have to go out to the store. I want the package coming from you. Either I'm going to pick it up or I want you to deliver it because I want to buy from you. This is becoming a phenomenon. People are just want to buy from their homes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want y'all to miss this because he slipped this right in there. So I'm going to rewind this. 2 years in the game, right?
Yep.
And in another, let's just say a year. So
give
in
it a year.
another year, now you're 8 to 9, well, 2 years in. Now you're considering replacing. That means
Yes.
no more boss.
No more boss.
And doing this full time. So how better will it get if you did this full time instead of as a supplemental time? Would it be a 2 thumbs?
It'll definitely be 2 thumbs. And I'm gonna tell you why. I started with 1 pallet. That's what we started. Me and my wife, we started with 1 pallet. And it
Right.
had, I would say 1 pallet can have up to I don't know, 60 items. We said, there's
Okay.
no way we can sell all this. But the way that we were selling it, the way we were promoting and just constantly doing it, we sold that pallet out within maybe 2 months, our first pallet. We ended up buying another pallet. We sold that pallet in 1 month.
Right.
We ended up getting another pallet. Now we went from one pallet, we're getting 3 pallets at a time, and we're selling out product faster than we can get it. So what I had to do is I had to start adding stuff that I already had to, around. I need something. Hey, give me that shoe, girl. I need to sell this. We're selling kids shoes, bikes. We're selling a lot. And then so we're doing so well that people are starting. Other market people are coming to us to help them sell their product. So the way,
Wow.
yeah, man. So the way it
Wow.
works is you have to be consistent. Don't get discouraged. People want this stuff. They want these products. You just have to be available.
How big of that, what you just said, not giving up, not quitting, how big a part of that would you advise future entrepreneurs or future business owners out there? How much of that is a part of your success? Just staying, because life happens.
It does.
A lot of times, if you're riding around on a Maypop on your car, and that thing, it may pop today, may pop tomorrow. Some of them don't know the country lingo.
Yeah,
but if you got a Maypop tire on your car, and you on your way to work, you could have just got your pallet in, and boom, you'd have spent all your money on your pallet and your car. I mean, that's discouraging to a lot of people.
It can be, but here's the thing: you gotta if you're going to do it. I mean, something can happen at your regular job. You can have a Maypop on your way to work, and the boss may say, "You know what? You done had too many Maypops. Now you're fired." So life is going to happen either way. We have to stop having fear with doing something for us and actually do it, because you gotta push through that. That's how you're going to make it in this business. You got to have consistency. You got to believe in yourself. You got to have faith that it's going to work. Hey, that tire may pop, but you might also the next day get 4 calls for an item to get that tire fixed. And it's also budgeting your money and all those things. And it helps to have a good team with you. It's good to have another person that's sound with you. And you really have to work this pallet thing like it's your actual store. I'm in my garage right now. My garage is no longer my garage. It's my store. I have items in here.
Wow.
Yeah. We don't even
I
park
see
in
the
here.
Palmer jersey came in on the pallet.
Yeah. No. That was a gift.
Oh, okay.
Gift, yeah. But I have other stuff in here too, man. Hold on, give me a second.
All right.
All right, here I come. All right.
So I'm assuming, ladies and gentlemen, he's going to show us something that came in on the exactly. But before you show that, you have a question that came in. It said, "Have you considered teaching this as a course once you leave your 9 to 5?" Or now I'm assuming that they want to know, would you after you come out of corporate America, is this a program that you're putting together, or is the program already in place for you to teach this now?
It's something we're putting together, and I'll be honest. Right now, I'll be totally transparent. I'm having so much fun doing this. The hand to hand, it's amazing. But yes, it is something that it's very teachable. It's something I can do. We're putting that together as we speak, and I'll get with you in the months ahead to help structure that. But yes, it is something that we can teach, and we are putting that together. There's a couple other things that you're going to need to do, that you're going to need to have. You're going to want to have a cash app in place, because in order to sell these items, a lot of people don't carry cash no more. So you'll get a call for an item, and they'll say, "Hey, do you have Cash App or Venmo?" And if you don't have either one of those, sometimes people you'll miss a sale. So you got to have some things in place. It helps, to do this. Because a lot of people, when you ship to them, they're going to have those.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, you already heard it here from Brother Daniel that coming soon, there's going to be a pallet retail course. I'm going to see if I can jump on this early and see if I can bring him into the digital target marketing space, because I can see some different things on blowing that up to pushing the product not just locally, not even just nationally, but globally. Because a lot of products that we have in the US, they can't get overseas.
Right.
So we'll side chat on that.
We will. We will definitely.
I ain't never gonna turn my car. I'm not gonna pass up $2 to make $200. I'm gonna get them $2. But well, I actually this too. Well, let's go in and see what you got that came into the pallet, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, this is one of the items that came into my pallet. This is a spa style steamer. It's a facial steamer. You see these in all the spas where the girls go and get their facial. This is the one that it has wheels, it's portable, and this is the same one you see in all those expensive spas. And I have it. I've sold 2 of these, 2 of them. So this is the last one I have left. Yeah, and this is actually on my page on More by Core. We have it on there right now. So this is just one of the items that you can see it. So what it does for all the ladies that like to get their facials and stuff, this is what this is. This is a spa steamer. Yep. So this is one of the items right here.
So
in the box,
and you're seeing it live right now. We are live.
Yeah.
The actual products that's coming in, and they are quality products, name brand products.
Still in the box. Yeah. Everything. Yep. Name brand still in the box. Yep.
Now, here's the question, Brother Daniel, and then we're going to go to the next part of our show.
So where you see Amazon. You see the Prime?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is an Amazon product.
That didn't come off the Wish app.
No. I wish they would try to send me something.
Oh man! Oh my God!
Yeah,
okay,
I'm dealing with Amazon. I get their stuff. Walmart, I get their stuff too.
Right, and see, and that's something that I teach off in my course. I also teach people how but I teach affiliate marketing. So the difference in affiliate marketing is I teach people how to sell stuff that's already online, and they just slide in under that particular company, and you can repost it and sell it. But what's different about your game is your customers can actually touch the tangible product, the physical product.
Yeah.
So it's a lot different than it's still a part of the old paradigm, but it's still under the new paradigm because your customers are those old school customers that they want to touch it, see it, smell it, and taste it, and everything else.
85% of my customers are that way. They want to see it, touch it. They want to actually be here because there's a lot of the older generation, the generation that's our age and above, they want to make sure that they're getting what they're paying for.
Right.
So that's where the pallet business is very lucrative because I have a niche market of people who are still that way. They want to come and actually see the product because they want to know that what they're getting has got the function and working ability that they're looking for. And that's what we provide. And it's actually kind of fun. It's actually fun.
Oh, brother, I gotta give a shout out to my sister Colette Muhammad, who was in the canning business. Brother, see, this is why I like having guests like you and guests like Sister Colette on, because y'all actually took something and really blew it up bigger than what it is. Because I mean, like I said, everybody now is moving into that digital real estate space and basically neglecting all of the customers that you are capitalizing on.
That's right.
Because all we're doing now is just showing videos and pictures and all this kind of stuff. But it was kind of like, yes, I mean, just not kind of like it is. We have gotten away from that old school market that still want to pick it up. Let me ask you this question, and then we'll go to the next phase of our show, which is the fun part of the show.
Okay.
All right, because we're going to test you now. Now, you got to remember, everybody in Ohio is watching this.
Let's go.
So I got some Ohio flavor for y'all. All right, but anyway, the question here is, what is the smallest item that's sold or that you receive on your pallets? And what's the largest item you have ever sold? Because you just sold some stuff that won't fit on the pallet.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's give them the smallest item that brought some value in. I don't know if you get jewelry or rings or stuff like that. Maybe, but the smallest big ticket item, and then the largest big ticket item, just so they can have an idea.
One of the smaller big ticket items, it was like $200. It was a laser etcher. So what it did, it can, you put it hooks up to your computer. You put any
Right.
kind of platform, wood, plastic, metal, and it'll describe any image that you program it to do.
What?
Yeah, so that's like it does it for like signs. You can make signs with it. You can do all kind of graphic stuff. It's a high-tech device, very small, and that was one of the big things sold, and it sold within 24 hours. A guy came to me and said he'd been looking for one of these for so long. It was called a laser engraver.
Right.
That's what it's called. And he had been looking for one. Just so happened he saw me with it. He drove from like 3 towns over just to pick it up.
Wow.
I added that, and those are in the stores. Those are retailing at about $400 or $500.
I remember the laser engraver because my brother has one. He does a laser engraving business.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the smallest big ticket item.
Yep.
So what is the largest big ticket item? Just so y'all can know.
We had a few of them. The largest big ticket item. We had a beanbag bed. It was a portable beanbag air mattress. So it doubled as a beanbag that you could sit in, and then it fold out and get into an air mattress. And it was big. It was really big. Yeah. That was one of the big items.
Big enough for 2 people?
Big enough for 2 people. Yep. I had that. I sold. We sold. Oh, I had a table, a desk, an actual desk, a computer desk and chairs. That was a big item. Yeah. Sold that. What else did we have? Man, I've sold. Here's the thing. With selling my product, I've gotten calls from other people say, "Hey, man, More About Core is doing pretty good. I got this car for sale. You think you could sell that? I know you sell items."
Hold on. Stop. Somebody actually saw your platform moving,
Mm-hmm.
and they brought a whole car.
More than 5 times. I've sold 5 cars already.
Get out of here, man.
I sold a 2013 Equinox. I sold a 2002 Buick LeSabre. I sold a 2013 Chevy Malibu. I've sold another Equinox. It was a 2013. And the last car that I sold was the biggest ticket we ever sold was a 1984 Mustang LX, all black, tricked out for $20,000. And that's using my platform. I take a percentage for that.
So that's a whole different side of the game right there. Somebody brings products to you to sell on your platform because of your branding.
Yeah, and that's the moment. That's the branding, and that's the momentum of selling the products that I'm already off my pallet. So they were just saying, "Hey, what do you think you?" Sure, I can. Sure, I can sell that for you.
I'm sure.
Yeah, sure, I can sell that for you. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Man. Hey,
yeah, man. Brother, it's fun, man. It's fun.
I love it. I love the story. I love that. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I have never heard of this game before. And when I saw it, I was like, I was so intrigued by it. I was like, I got to find out what it is. So right now, what we're getting set up, we have some viewers that's onto the platform now. Man, brother, look, this show is actually doing pretty good. There's a lot of people interested. I knew that this was going to be a good show. Now, as of right now, and this show is moving second to Sister Colette. Mm-hmm. Because Sister Colette, again, with that Canon has been around, Grandma S.
We know.
Yeah, so we all been knew about this.
Best preserves in the world.
Bro, she took a 100-year-old craft and flipped it into a business. I would never stop talking about Sister Colette. And Sister Colette is another hip-hop head.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Bro, she hit Guru right off the break. And I was like, okay, but that's upstate New York. That's they into it.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, this part of the show, and we get ready to wrap this thing up, but I can't let him get up out of here without testing his hip hop knowledge.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take it easy on you.
Okay.
I'm gonna take it easy on you.
We can go novice.
And we're gonna let this play.
Oh yeah. I already know what it is. I already know what it is. Special ed, I got it made. Come on, man.
Oh, okay. Who give me the name of the song and the name of the artist.
The name of the song is I Got It Made by Special Ed.
Okay, that was easy. That was almost too easy. That was almost too easy.
That was a good one.
That was almost too easy. Upstate New York in the building.
He was Special Ed was from Flatbush.
Hey, and then, Brother Daniel, look here. See, this guest right here already done jumped in on the contest. Okay. So I got to go. I got to go back. That was too easy. I can't let you do that. I can't.
We can level up. We go lightning round.
Hold on. I got something for y'all. Let me see. Here we go. Let me get up here to the music part. Oh man, he said his name in there. Okay, hold up. I can't do I forget back then in the day they used to say their names.
They say their names out, yeah.
Okay, hold up. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. This is gonna be a good one. I promise it's gonna be a good one. Man, I didn't think he was gonna get special ed.
Yeah, a lot of people wouldn't have got that one. He ended up becoming a physician or a doctor years later.
Really?
Yes, really. He actually has his license to actually practice medicine. Yeah. Okay. I think him and a brother.
Now, here we go. Here we go. This is gonna make you think. Look at that. This they all over this. Sure Shot by Gangstar. Hold up.
Oh shoot, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. That's the polka dot, Mr. Polka Dot himself, Kwame.
Hold up. Give me the name of the song and the artist.
Okay, I know. Now, here's the thing. I know the artist is Kwame from back in the 80s.
Correct.
I want to say that song is Only You, but I'm not sure. Is that it?
Only You by Kwame. Only You. Hey.
Give you a little bit of secret sauce. That. Remember, I went to Rhett's Tech. I left Grandma Elsie's house. I went to Rhett's Tech, and she said, "You can't. You can rap." This is Grandma Elsie. You can rap, but you're gonna get this. You're gonna get this schooling, boy. You're gonna get this schooling. And I asked her. I said, "Well, if I go to Rhett's Tech in Birmingham, Alabama, only thing I want is the Kwame tape." We had cassettes back then.
Yeah, we had the cassettes back then.
Grandma Elsie got me the Kwame. It was called New Beginnings. She got me that cassette.
Wow.
Yep, sure did. I played that thing till it broke. So that's how I know that song.
Hey, yeah. We had a store downtown Gaston called Young's. And Young's had the polka dot hammer pants, the balloon pants, right?
Oh yeah.
The pants, and then it had the Bobby Brown shoes, the patent leather with the metal tips and the spirals on there.
Yeah.
Oh, bro. I went to Young's, man. I spent my whole entire, I was working at Sonic Drive-In at the time, the little burger joint. and I spent my entire check on getting them balloon pants and the shoes, the patent leather shoes, and the balloon pants were black and white polka dot. Then I got the shirt that was white and black polka dot.
Okay,
Man,
okay. Hey, did you get the little blonde patch?
You can tell me I was doing every little step I take all the way down the hall, boy. Hey, but you can tell me I was Kwame. Then I had the stair step with the
little blonde streak. Yeah.
Well, my hair didn't turn white like Kwame's. I had went the pole route. You know, I used peroxide.
Of course. All our hair fell out for a summer, I'm sure.
Hey, family. Hey, I'd like to thank you guys for chilling with me, man, these 45 minutes and into this, deep diving into this world of we got another guest, throw out some Big Daddy Kane jersey and oh Lord.
Okay, jersey. I love Big Daddy Kane.
It's a lot of people, Brother Daniel, that's interested into this pallet retailing. I mean, and I'm glad you brought the game to us. And I'm glad that you're my family member to bring this game to me, because I had absolutely no idea that this game was even out there. So, but thank you for coming in and stopping in. Would you mind, brother, revisiting us in that next 8 to 9 months? Because you put this in the universe, so a lot of people are going to be looking at.
Yes,
we're going to do a Fire Your Boss party.
Boom.
Right here live on Plugged In. Hey,
yes,
do you have anything for the people if they want to get in touch with you about looking at some of your products? Give them your page and your marketplace link.
Okay, so right now we are on Marketplace on Facebook, and our title is More by Core. You'll see a little apple right behind the word core, and that's all you got to do is just type that in, and it'll pull up my page, and all my items and everything are displayed there with some promos and a couple other things on there. So that's how they can find me at this point.
Okay, so I just put the plug in on More by Core on Marketplace on Facebook, and they'll be going out checking out your stuff. Hey, my brother, it's always a blessing to see not just family. I am ecstatic, man, just by seeing people working towards setting themselves free.
Yes, that's the goal.
And we say we're free in this country, but you never really free, man, if you got to answer to a boss.
Yeah. You want to become your own boss. And also I want to leave everybody with this. Make sure that when you do start something, if it's pallet business or any business, make sure that you get your LLC and trademark your name. You want to do that in the beginning steps, because those things are going to set you up and keep you from getting any infringement in the future. That's something I had to learn later. I had my LLC, but I hadn't trademarked my name yet. So you want to do that, trademark your name. And the next step is website. That's another key, because you can send people straight to your website. And that way you can, in case anything happens in the Facebook world, things can happen, they can change over. You want to have your website to be solidified and official. So you want an LLC, trademark your name, start your website, and kind of get those things going, and then get your merchandise and sell, create content for your product. Don't let people tell you that, oh, this is stupid, this is hokey, you're corny. Do whatever you think that is funny to sell the product, and it will work for you.
Yeah, because people, I teach that people will buy from you when you're authentic.
Yes.
When you're just you.
Yeah.
It's not scripted. You're not sounding like this Mockingbird. You're just giving people the you. People will buy from you because they like you.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, anyway, family, hey, I thank y'all for chilling with me. I will see you guys next week. Next week, right here on Plugged In. Because next week, my next guest is Bola Tolasi. I hope I'm saying this right. The sister is from over in the motherland. She's a native of our mother country that we all are derived from. But she's going to be here next week. Real estate broker. Oh, my God. She chopped me up for calling her a real estate agent. She's like, Robert, I can see her now. Robert, I got more education than the agent. But hey, next week, Bola Tolasi is going to be here. The Syrian sister who is making major headway major headway in the state of Georgia and hot Atlanta, and she's ripping up the real estate market over there. So you guys tune in next week. She's going to be dropping us some game on the real estate market and dabbling into the real estate world. I'll see you guys next week. Brother Daniel, is there anything you want to say?
Look, hey,
all right, I'm
going
to take us out, Brother Daniel. You know what? I'm going to take us out on one of the greatest Ohioans. Is it how you say it? Ohioans?
That's Ohioans. That's correct.
Ohioans that has ever been around. And you're going to know who this is, too.
Oh.
Boosie Collins, ladies and gentlemen.
Boosie.
Rock and roll legend, the rhinestone rock star, is from the state of Ohio. We're going to go out on Boosie, ladies and gentlemen. I'd rather be with you.
Boom.